GM. Pump it, dump it, but why sir? Focus on the text sir. Have fun staying poor. When finance, remove yes sir. FG. Simp.
While most of you people out there are exploring the possibilities of Web3 and what this can bring to the internet, some of you are still finding new and creative ways of wrestling the eel, beating your meat, making the blind man cry. I'm your host Cyberpunk Metalhead and welcome to the first episode of Web3 Dumpster Diving. In this series we're going to take a look at some of the most useless and toxic applications of Web3 technology to have ever surfaced on the decentralized web. And today we're kicking it off with InfluencerDAOs. If you don't know what they are, you're a good man or woman, but I'm afraid I have to corrupt your innocence. You see, InfluencerDAOs are the new Instagram booty shots. They're the new OnlyFans craze. Only this time around Simps actually help manage organizations or DAOs for said models in exchange for absolutely anything that they need to feed the monkey. So let's kick it off with IreneDAO. Alright, let's start with the website. Join the movement. I'm sure that's a right hand for a reason.
Simp.
For those of you that don't know, IreneDAO is actually founded by IreneDAO, who's a social media influencer turned crypto influencer.
IreneDAO is a global grassroots movement aimed at disrupting the creator economy. IreneDAO is for the people, by the people. Our core values are simplicity, integrity, meaning, and purpose.
In short, simp. To monetize simps in a way that's so obvious. Promising. Join the DAO, connect your wallet, OpenSea. Okay, so not a lot of information on the website, but we have other places to explore and to find out what it's all about. Okay, let's check out the Twitter accounts. Any respectable DAO has 90% of its presence on Twitter, as you well know.
Revolutionizing the creator economy with Simp to earn. 100% of proceeds go towards charitable causes and running the DAO.
Okay, a few questions here. I really appreciate the charitable part of it, but which charities? What do you mean running the DAO? 100% of the proceeds go towards charities and running the DAO. That's all the money, and that's all the money, and that's everything you need it for anyway. How much are you gonna spend running the DAO? How much are you gonna spend on charities? How much are you gonna pay these charities? And running the DAO probably also means paying those simps that work for you. I mean the DAO. Tell me, Irene, do you pay your simps? I need to know. I wanna know.
SimpDAOs are the only reason why Web3 has a fighting chance to stay decentralized, because it's those simps that will fight for it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, I've reached a really weird corner of the internet, haven't I? Okay. I had enough of that. Let's move to the next bit. In the voting proposals for this DAO, there's another story entirely. For treasury funds and future royalties, 50% will be allocated to charities, and the other 50% would be allocated to other activities. What does that mean? What other activities and which charities? Are we so gullible that we just see something online that looks good?
Simp.
And we just go for it? Irene will take 0% as she requested. Okay, cool. It's all for charity. I guess that's nice. But the Discord has yet another story to show.
NANI?!
Second, we would like to look into the Constitution a bit further. While I appreciate you guys allocating 10% of royalties to me, it was never my intention to make money from this project. We are looking into the possibility of changing the Constitution to assign 30% of royalties to organizations against child sex trafficking. 2 years ago, I read a book called Half the Sky, and this has always been the cause that I feel most strongly about. There are a few charities within this space that I have been supporting since then, and I would like IreneDAO to join me to support the cause. The remaining 70% of royalties will remain in the treasury for future expenses.
Again, no consistency, just like a watered down peanut butter jelly. Is it 100%? Is it 50%? Is it 30%? Is Irene getting 10%? Is she getting 0%?
Pump it.
One thing's for certain though, with NFTs sold for the equivalent of over $7 million or 2,500 ETH, someone is really making money on this. Let's check out OpenSea. Items 1.1k, owners 500, floor price 1 ETH, volume traded 2.5 ETH. Simps got a simp. Items.
Focus on the text, sir.
1.29, 1.3, 1.3. Okay, let's check out the most expensive item here. Woo! Jesus! Damn, 1000 ETH. But if we dig into it a little bit more, we see that it was bought at 0.25 ETH and then sold for 0.195 ETH. So someone's really overvaluing this one.
Simp.
Next one, 520 ETH. Almost $1.5 million. But again, it was bought for 0.3 ETH. Damp it. Classic. Bought for 0.23 ETH, sold for 0.89 ETH. Current asking price, 100 ETH, as you do. Apart from the fact that simps are simping harder than they ever have simped in history, we didn't really learn a lot from OpenSea. So let's move on to Etherscan and see what's up behind the scenes of the DAO. Alright, so the contract has 1.01 Ether right now. It's always been around 1.0 ETH, which means that no one really took money out of the contract. And 2 tokens, Frax and the IreneDAO token, which is the governance token of the DAO. Let's take a look at the governance token. 196 holders. Could this be rugged? Definitely could. Why does it have Frax? Doesn't make sense. What is Frax? Okay, not related to the DAO. Turns out that it was actually just one guy that created this whole DAO and then handed it over to Irene. So it has the true grassroots simp origins. It's created by a simp for simps. So you know it's genuine. And if you're one,
Focus on the text, sir.
ultimately a DAO is only as strong as its members. And when its members are concerned with wrestling the eel 5 times a day and sniffing all the bytes coming out of Irene's smart contract, there isn't much meat on the bone of this project. Just to recap, we have a low number of token holders, only 126 to be precise, which means this project could easily rug. The second issue is that most of the members of the DAO are worshipping Irene. They've made Irene their leader through a governance proposal and are just listening to absolutely everything that she says. That is not a DAO, that is just a regular organization with a leader and a bunch of followers. It's actually worse than that, because all of the members of the DAO are just unhealthily obsessed with worshipping Irene, her pictures, and everything that comes out of her smart contracts. The third reason you probably shouldn't get involved in this project is that the token has no value. Everyone's just out there buying, selling NFTs, flipping them, trying to make a profit. Not everyone can, some got lucky, some didn't. And ultimately, that's the end of the story for the money-making opportunities associated to this project. Finally, and probably the most important point, there are mixed messages about the mission of the DAO. Twitter says 100% of all of the funds will go to charities and running the DAO, being very vague. How much does it go to running the charities? How much does it go to running the DAO? Well, the governance proposal asks for 50% for charity and the rest for other projects. While Discord says 30% for charity, 50% for running the DAO and the rest for other projects. So which is it? A DAO without a direction is probably not a DAO that you want to get involved in. And a DAO that ends in DAO, as IreneDAO, is probably a DAO that you don't want to get involved in. And unless your purpose in life is to simp, you're better off running away from this project like the plague. Overall, I give this project 3 out of 7 rotten bananas. There are other projects out there that you can get involved in. You can, if you want, flip NFTs in less manual ways, shall we say. And if you're feeling a little bit frisky, you know where to go.